Hello, welcome. Right before the stream, I actually was making myself some croissants for lunch. Well, actually, I wasn't making them, alright? I was heating them up. But, right before the stream, I needed to have lunch because I haven't eaten in a while since, like, breakfast time. And, you know, I like to eat pretty late in the day, I would say. At least my friends think so. But, basically, what I needed to do was heat up this croissant. And, I was getting ready for the stream, you know, doing my usual thing. Watching some videos, getting comfy, setting up my audio settings, OBS, etc. And as my final step of the routine, I went outside to go grab myself some water. And I smelled something. And it smelled like it was burning. I was like, oh no, I forgot about my croissant. But luckily, it's still salvageable. I'm actually eating it right now. I was eating it, like, during the stream. I'm just watching the Poneko gif on loop, staring at my screen, eating my croissant. But yeah, that's something that happened to me today. I'm still hungry, though. All I had, for this morning was, I actually had another croissant. Huh. It's been a pretty croissant-y day, I guess. Shit. Yeah, my dad went out and he grabbed me a hazelnut chocolate croissant from some random place. And it was my first time trying it. It was okay. It was kind of good, but not really my style. I mean, even though it has two things that I love a lot, croissants, hazelnuts, and chocolate, it was kind of mid. Wasn't really for me, to be honest. I still ate some of it though, but yeah, thinking about it now, I've had croissants for 2 meals in a row. Do I have a problem? I'm not even that big of a croissant fanatic. I like them, but yeah. I'm probably gonna need to lay off eating the croissants for a while though. Otherwise I'm gonna become sick of them. Yeah, that's so depressing to me when I become sick of something that I really like. That happened to me with the Panera egg souffle. So sad. Oh, also let me say hello to everybody. Hello, Missy Cooler Soup, Luca, and Nameless Changing. Hello. Oh, Nameless Challenging, or Changeling. That doesn't say challenging, that says changeling. Huh. Well, hello. But yeah, so I didn't really have much for breakfast, and right now I'm having ham and cheese croissant for lunch. I almost forgot about it. You know, that's how dedicated I am to the Pomodachi family. You know, I'm making all of these sacrifices. Also, El Burrito, please don't be spamming, alright? But, hello. But yeah, that's just how it is. Croissants, they be good. Nameless is fine. Okay, I'll call you that from now on. But yeah, I do like my croissants. There's this place in Las Vegas that I really like to go to as well. Yeah, El Burrito, I will be needing you to speak in, English because unfortunately I cannot understand any other language. I'm sorry. I am not as worldly as some of you multiple language speakers. I can only speak American and American Sign Language, I'll tell you what. You came for the soapland, stayed for the radioactivity. Nani? Oh, what? Oh, I was just asking if you could please speak in English or use Google Translate or something, since I want to be able to respond to your messages, but I can't respond to them if I don't understand them. Wait, let me see. What? I don't understand English. Well, I guess we're at a standstill. I don't understand Spanish, so I'm sorry. But that is just something that I cannot compromise on. Oh yeah, that's what happened for me today. I also watched some TV. Had a nice time. Yesterday, I'm not sure if you guys saw, but I met a very cute Pomeranian. However, I must be truthful. It was not my first time meeting him. It was actually my aunt's dog, little Pomeranian named Sunny. So cute, so fluffy. They've always had Pomeranians throughout their entire life, or at least throughout my whole life that I've been around them. I don't know if they've had any other, like, dogs prior to that, but they're super duper duper cute. They used to have a Pomeranian named Sassy, and a Pomeranian named Yeti, even a Pomeranian named Bear. They're really cute. You got the new Gundam game on your Nintendo? Awesome. I thought you were gonna say you met a guy. Well, I did meet a guy. A guy named Sunny. Super cute. Super cute. And a total gentleman. Yes. He was a Pomeranian. Yeah, very fluffy. If you look at the Twitter, you can see a picture of him. I'm not making it up. I did meet him. Hello, Brillis. It's nice to see you again. Yeah, Pomeranians are one of my favorite dog breeds. For me, though, I'm a pretty big fan of the smaller ones. I know that there are probably some big dog lovers in the chat, but I'm sorry. The small dogs, they are scientifically and objectively cuter, usually. I mean, they got, like, the tiny little body, big eyes, big forehead, small little lips. Sort of sounds like me. Sort of looks like me right now, you know? See? I'm super cute, just like a Pomeranian. But yeah, Pomeranians, Papillons, those are some of my favorite ones. Oh, why didn't you post it in the Discord? I honestly just didn't even think about it. I wasn't really sure, to be honest with you. Let me just do this really quick. Sorry, I cannot have too much spamming in the chat. I know my chat doesn't move incredibly fast, but I still want to be able to read every message without seeing a bunch of penguins. Also, hello Coco, I am doing well today. I'm just having some of my lunch right now. I'm actually gonna take another bite because it's been a while. You know, I can't run on pure nuclear energy alone, alright? I need to have my food. I need my treats. One second. You could probably hear the, like, crunchiness of it. It might have been heated up a little bit too long. What treats do you have? I'm having my croissant right now. I was telling the chat earlier, but basically I was heating up a croissant. I forgot about it, and it was cooked a little bit too long. I smelled it when I came out, and I was like, oh, I probably should have taken that out like 15 minutes ago. Yep, ham and cheese croissant to be exact, and it is quite good. It's not my favorite snack in the world, to be honest. I like it, but I'm not really a huge croissant person in terms of, like, constantly wanting to eat them. I think that they're yummy, but there are better foods for sure. I'm just waiting for when I got to go to class, so I'm just chilling here. Awesome! What class do you have next? I remember when I had to go to class. So long ago. No, it was only a couple of months, but in a way, I kind of miss it to an extent. It was kind of fun. You know, I had more fun during my first few years of college than my last, just because COVID. But it was actually a pretty nice time. I quite enjoyed it. You know, I actually, surprisingly, did pretty well in school. Pretty well. I graduated magna cum laude, I think that's what it's called. And I had my degree in psychology. And before you say, oh, it's easy to do well in school just because you were doing an easy degree, that's not true. It's still hard. There is a lot of writing. A lot of writing and a lot of memorization. So do not take away that from me. But yeah, basically I'm a psychologist now. No, not really. But it was fun. I did really like learning about new things, even stuff outside of my discipline, you know? One of my favorite classes was probably anthropology and also astronomy. They were pretty fun. I don't remember a ton from either class, to be honest. I mean, I remember, like, the core key stuff, but I don't remember quite as much as maybe I would hope. But it was fun. Yeah, nice memories. I certainly liked college a lot more than high school, I can tell you that much for sure. The thing that was nice about college versus high school is you could really vet your teachers super easily. My strategy, and I really recommend you do this if you are going to college right now, is I used Rate My Professor religiously for every single class. I would always wait 1 second, I gotta take another swig. I got some croissant in my throat. Excuse me. I mean, Poneko, you have a Twitter account. You are pretty a psychologist, I reckon. Thanks, Roro. You totally understand. Also, hello, Luca. I'm not sure if I said hi earlier. Oh, I did. I did say hi earlier. But hello, Mofuko. Hello, hello. Yeah. Psychology isn't easy. It's pretty fun, though. And maybe that's why people shit on it. It's like, you're doing your degree in something that's fun. That's not allowed. Like, you can't do that. That's against the law. But it was a good time, though. It actually did take me a little while, not that long, but it took me a while to decide, like, what degree I wanted to pursue. I was kind of in between political science and psychology. I was thinking about maybe, like, doing some other things, too, but maybe economics or something. I don't know. I have some stories, but you would have to do a stream for it because I'm not typing a biography with my phone, or I might tell my stories in the Discord. Feel free to do whatever you want. It's fun to analyze people. Yeah, I totally agree. That was a lot of the reason why I chose psychology in the end, because it's just like the mechanics of why people turn out the way that they do is so interesting to me, you know? Like, what... It's not just to answer this one question, but sort of like, what is the extent that nature plays and what's the extent that nurture plays? And, you know, you'd be kind of surprised. Like, nature plays a lot larger of a role than you would expect. Yeah, like, if you're to compare the intelligence of, two identical twins, you know, meaning that they share 100% of their DNA, and they were raised apart, meaning that they weren't in the same household, they would be a lot more similar to each other than even two siblings raised in the same household were. I'm pretty sure it was. I know at the very least that they were more similar than an adopted child and another child that were unrelated but raised in the same house. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard probably about those stories about twins. Like, there was some guy that was twins with another person, and they were split apart at birth, but they ended up having a lot in common, even their wives having the same name. Though I'm sure that was just coincidence, you know, things like that. they can't be that much alike. But, you know, those changes that happen between the two identical twins is just a result of their environment. Even, like, starting in the womb. You know, there can be differences in the womb that lead to those slight differences. So when two twins are supremely different from each other, it's kind of freaky. It's cool though. It's really interesting. And stuff like that I thought was a lot of fun. I think my favorite psychology classes that I took were probably abnormal psych. Actually, no. Abnormal psych sucked because my teacher was ass. But personality psychology, social psychology, and the psychology of intelligence were all really, really interesting to me. Super duper fun classes. I love hearing about that with twins. It's super fun to explore those dynamics and how it all works. Also, hello, and fellow social studies academic. Awesome. What field, if I may ask? I do love that stuff. I think it's so much fun. Actually, wait, not social studies. Probably you meant social sciences. Yeah, I'm no history major. What about disabilities? Yeah, stuff like that is also pretty interesting as well. I remember during my abnormal psych class, we learned about a lot of that sort of stuff as well. And I have worked a fair amount with, like, children with disabilities. And there were things I liked about it, but there were a lot of things I didn't. I think if you guys remember, you're a historian. Oh, okay. Very nice. What kind of history, out of curiosity? I had a class in psychology, and one day my professor taught us about Freud. That was a hilarious day. Yes, Freud. Freud is so much fun to learn about. I don't think that everything that he says is correct, but I think that the stuff about, like, an unconscious mind existing is, like, definitely true. Also, hello, German Tanker. Yeah, I would mainly work with children with, like, certain developmental delays or, like, developmental disabilities and stuff like that. It was pretty fun in some ways, but the parents would sometimes be a bit of a pain. Usually it wasn't a huge deal, but I remember talking about it earlier in one of the Yakuza streams. There was one woman that I worked for, and she was freaking crazy. She was super duper rich, but she was really, really mean. Really mean to me, not to her daughter, who, like, needed some more discipline, in my opinion. Like, oh my god. That shit was crazy. That was so weird. You were asleep. Oh, well, I am good. Hopefully everybody in the chat is also doing well today as well. But yeah, it was not fun. It was bad. It was pretty bad. Yeah, I remember I said it earlier, but I'm gonna say it again. First thing out of that daughter's mouth was, I always get what I want. If I tell my mommy I want $1 million, I'm getting $1 million. That's a demographic I work with, those with physical developmental disabilities. I see. Yeah, I think for me, there are things that I liked about it, but my main gripe with it is I couldn't always do what I thought was the appropriate response. It always had to be something that was very, very against punishment. Not to say that, like, punishment is good. Like, obviously you should try to avoid punishment where you can. But, you know, in some cases, you really need to slap the child. No, not really. But, you know, you need to sometimes bring out the punishments. Like, it can be a little bit excessive, you know? I mean, for instance, like, one time, one of the clients kids that I was working with, he, sexually harassed me. So that was really, really bad. It was kind of, oh god, it was kind of funny, like, looking back on it. Sometimes you need to slap the child, Poneko 2022. That's taken out of context. That was a joke. I feel like a zombie currently, not sure why I'm so sleepy lately. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. It's a bit of a problem at times. crashes in. I gotta hide the joking. Hello. Hi, Leah. Welcome, welcome. Famous VTuber Leah is in the chat. Yeah, that's not fun though. That part I could have really done without. Plus, some of my supervisors were like kind of strict, but not strict with the child, who they should have been more strict with, but strict with me. You know, always tell me do this, don't do that. Even if something would work. That was the thing about it, is like, it didn't always allow for flexibility, like, depending on the kid. It was sort of like a bit of a one-size-fits-all. Not always, but it certainly felt like that. It certainly felt like that at times. Yeah. Oh my god, but what was even worse in a lot of cases was if the child had siblings, you had to... Seems like I came in a bad memento. I don't know why. No. We're just talking about my old job. I have some good memories from it, but I also have some not nice, not great memories. Yeah, but one time, I was playing games with these kids that were the siblings of the kid I was working with, and they bullied me. They would, like, they were so nasty, like, these little kids. I could not believe it. Like, holy shit, you know I'm an adult, right? And I would punish them. Like, I would take away the ball, and I was like, no, we're not playing anymore. Yeah. God. One time, one of them that was a literal 6-year-old called me a bitch. So that was wild. That was cat crazy. Also, hello, Krook. I can imagine that working with kids, it's almost the parents that are the greatest hurdle to overcome. Yeah, sometimes. Usually it hasn't been too much of a problem with the parents. It was mainly just that one parent. But the problem is that they're always so intertwined, so it's not as though you can be like, I'll work with the kid, but not the parent, or vice versa, you know? You need to do both. And if one of them is like a mega pain, then well, actually both of them were a mega pain in the instance of the bad parent. Yeah. So, that was not great. The children. I know, somebody think of the children. I would want to work with kids again, but probably in a different field. Or like, not even necessarily like a completely different field, but like in a different position. Because it's like, I had to go several times a week working with the same kid over and over again. Also, hello, Fuzzy Mandrake. Like I said, kids are cruel, Jack. That's so true. People really underestimate what kids are capable of understanding, and also what kids are capable of doing. Like, some of them could be really mean. I mean, I wonder if sometimes people will forget, like, their own childhoods. Because it's like, I remember when I was in elementary school, and people were talking about a lot of really explicit things. Like, it was not uncommon. Maybe that is a newer thing, but I feel like it's probably been around for ages, you know? That's at least how I feel about it. I'm gonna take another bit of my croissant. My croissant. I know it looks like my mouth is open when I'm chewing, but it's not. It's just a tracking, okay? Believe me. There we go. Yeah, I can't believe it makes me look like I'm chewing with my mouth open. Like I'm some sort of degenerate that does that. I would never, okay? I'm not like Wolfie. I have actual manners. I eat like a lady. Is Fuzzy Mandrake a moderator? Yes, he is. I have a couple of mods. Not that many, but like, I have like, not including the Funa sisters, 3 or 4 mods. But they like barely come. They rarely are in here. So cruel. I have to fend for myself most of the time. I remember when I accidentally hit a lower grade with, I forgot the word, broomstick. You're also not 30 like Mika. Just because she's 30 doesn't mean that she has to eat like a freaking pig. I have a story of a 4-year-old. We met her a year and a half old. She came from Vietnam and we taught her English at 4 years old. She tells me my face is ew. Oh no! You put in all that time and effort just for her to tell you that your face is ew. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, luckily that hasn't happened to me. But they've just been mean. Be like, you're stupid, you're a beach, you know? One thing though that I do remember, I think the funniest thing that probably happened to me during during my time as a, like, working with kids and stuff, which I do plan to do again eventually, hopefully, is we took away Roblox from this little girl. Not because I was allowed to, because I wasn't. Because that would be a punishment. Ugh. Nah, but her mom did. And she wrote a letter to me, her mom. She drew a picture, and it was of her crying. And she said, please give me Roblox back. I still have it. I still have the picture of it. That's the drawing that I got from the child that I worked with. So sweet. Yeah, I think that's the only drawing that I got, but yeah. That's the thing about it too, is I get sometimes why, like, the kids are salty about me working with them in their house, because it's like, I know I would be mad about it, like, oh, I have to go do all this extra stuff when I'm already out of school. I have to spend like 2 hours with this person doing, you know, we do fun things too, obviously, but, like, you know, sometimes doing kind of boring things like reading, tying your shoes, etc. You still love her, she's a smart kid. Yeah, I know, sometimes they're just having fun doing that. Meowdy, I'm late because of work, send help. Oh, welcome, Johnny! It's okay. You mustn't skip out on work just to come to my streams. That would be bad. Both for you and for me. Wait, just for you. Just for you. But yeah, that was something that happened. Where are some other funny things that happened at my work too? Oh god, it's not really funny, but one time this, like, little kid with that I was working with, because I work with a fairly diverse group of ages, like from ages 2 to 14 or something, so you get a lot of variety. One of them was like a 3-year-old, and he was coming up to me with brown on his finger. And I was just like, nope. I ran away, and I went to the mom and I was like, he has something brown on his fingers. She was like, oh god. and then he got all cleaned up, thankfully, but I was always extremely cautious about getting too close to that kid. Because, you know, I love the children, but I do not love the body fluids of children, because that is gross and disgusting. Yes, no, gross. Imagine if that kid finds a stream and they go, "Oh God, is me." No, I don't think any of them would ever watch something like this. There wasn't a single one of them that was actually into anime or anything like that. Yeah, gonna eat the rest of my croissant again. I gotta be eating. Gotta be getting my energy. This is good though. Body fluids of children. That says yabe. Oh, that sounds yabe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is I don't like that. I don't want any of that. None of it. So keep that shit away from me, okay? It's nasty. Yeah, though I do understand for people that, like, work with preschoolers and stuff, like, inevitably you probably are gonna have to clean up some shit or some pee vomit. Those are just things that unfortunately come with the job. Not because I've worked with preschoolers, but just from like other people that I know that have. They have said like, yeah, you gotta change diapers and stuff like that. Like, oh no, I'm alright. Also, hello Grimes, welcome. Hello. Oh, I see you're keeping the drawing for future blackmail. I should have. That kid was really rich. I should have kept it for blackmail. If you don't want this to get out, then you gotta give me $1 trillion. No, not really. But I don't even have the physical drawing. I just have the picture of it. Yeah, that was a funny day though. I was that kind of kid that you blink and they're already in danger of eating strange stuff. Huh. I see. I was not like that. I was very picky about my food. I still am. And I don't know how much my taste actually changed because I always liked a pretty big variety of things. It's more like I just, as you get older, you know, you experience new things and you try new things and stuff like that. I have some friends, though, that their tastes are, like, they're less, what's the word? They're less adventurous than, like, a 5-year-old when it comes to eating food. Like, they're scared of cheese, of all things. Cheese, strawberries. This is just a list of them. These aren't all on one particular person, but, you know, scared of strawberries, even though they've never even tried them before. Like, I'm afraid of the seeds. Like, for real. Just try it. With strange stuff, I mean glow sticks, the scissor gummy-like thing, plastic gems, etc. Oh, I see. I hope you didn't swallow them. You probably just like chewing on them. That stuff can be kind of fun to chew on. One of my favorite chew toys in the past was a Nintendo DS stylus. I don't know, it was just kind of, it was kind of nice to chew on. Yeah, another kind of gross one. Well, actually, it's not really gross, but it's kind of funny. Have any of you guys played with Polly Pockets before? Let me get a picture of it. Polly Pockets. I want to get the old Polly Pockets, though, but it was basically like this, quote-unquote, girl's toy. They were really cute, though. You would, like, put on clothes on them and stuff, and the clothes were made out of a... the first adjective that comes to my mind is, like, very chewable. They're very chewable clothing. But for real, they were these. Let me show you guys. These things. They were delicious. Well, I never swallowed them, but they were nice to chew on. I wouldn't do it that often because, you know, I couldn't... I wouldn't want to be caught in the act of doing something like that. But I think I probably had, like, a few specific ones that I would like to chew on. Oh. Hello, third teen. Hello, my kitten. Who the heck do you think you are? Calling me kitten? That's not allowed. Mods! No, it's okay. It's okay. You kept seeing Polly Pocket ads on Cartoon Network. Yeah, you had them, but you ate them. Oh my god. You would take it a step further, and you would just consume the whole Polly Pocket. Also, hello, Popote. Welcome. Yeah. I mean, they were nice. They felt good on your gums, you know? Sometimes I like to massage my gums with my finger, though. That's pretty much, the extent of the, like, chewing on things that should not be chewed on that I do now. But it was nice. Oh yeah, earlier I was talking about, like, fears of certain foods and stuff, but strawberries, being afraid of strawberries, they're, like, the most innocuous fruit. I think they're probably the most popular fruit of all time. Does not make sense to me. And what makes even less sense is that his parents never made him try it. Like, look at this. This is what you're afraid of. thing! This thing! Ooh, spooky strawberry. Like, no. It's not scary! It's a strawberry! I know they both start with S, but they're totally different. Come on, man. Come on. Just eat it. Eat it! Yeah. Being scared of cheese, too. Like, that's not right. That's not right. What did cheese ever do to you? Whoa, that's scary! Oh shit, I should put a trigger warning. I should put a trigger warning on the stream. Beware of the strawberry! Hello, Lena. Lena, hello, hello! That's my girl right there. Wait, you are Poneko? I thought I was Poneko. It's okay. It's a common mistake. You should introduce them to durian. That's a very scary fruit for some. Yeah, durian is the really stinky fruit, right? I've had it once before. I actually didn't even think it was that stinky. Like, I don't know, maybe people are just like hyping it up. They're like, it's super duper smelly, and I was like, oh my god, how smelly is it gonna be? Or maybe I was just too, I had my expectations like high for how stinky it was gonna be, if that makes sense. And then when it wasn't really even that stinky, I was surprised. Trigger warning, strawberry phobia. Yes, I'm sorry to those of you that are fearful of strawberries in the chat. You know, I apologize. I know that was some pretty scary stuff, but boo! I'm gonna put the strawberry on my head. This way, if any strawberry like haters join in the stream, they will be forced to leave. They'll be too afraid. A lot of people think it's really stinky, while others like the scent. For me, it smells really sweet. Yeah, it smelled pretty sweet for me as well. Like, it wasn't a particularly pleasant smell. I can't say that it was smelling good, but it didn't smell bad. I mean, it smelled alright, you know? It was not a bad thing. Oh, I'll see you later, Brillis. Goodbye. I hope you have fun with Rocco. But yeah, strawberries. And I'm being afraid of cheese, too. Cheese. Like, I get it could be kind of stinky sometimes, but I love it still, you know? Something can be stinky and still be good. Usually, though, people were more afraid of, like, the process of making cheese, though. Like, the one person that I talked to that was afraid of cheese, he said, oh, it's because they stir it around a lot and make it curdle, like... Also, they can be weaponized. Have you seen those spikes? Oh, yeah, the durian spikes. Let me get a picture of durian for anybody who does not know what it is. Because I don't want anybody feeling left out. This is a durian. Some would say it's scarier than the strawberry, but personally, I don't think either one is very scary at all. I have a durian waffle mix, though. I haven't used it yet. You're afraid of silk production? Yeah, I mean, something like that can be kind of scary. Not in the sense of, like, looking at it necessarily, but, like, the idea of it. Like, that just sounds very painful. Which is very sad because silk is so soft and nice. I actually have a silk pillowcase that I sometimes use. Apparently it's good for your skin and your hair or whatever. I don't know. I haven't seen any proof of that necessarily, but that's just what I heard. My stomach glow stick pass. Cheers, I've been on the floor for way more than a minute. Pass. Stress. Wee woo, wee woo. Keep that away. Yeah. Stress. It can be good though sometimes. I mean, I know for me, if I wasn't stressed, there is probably a lot of things that I wouldn't have been able to get done. Like, I'm gonna be honest right here. When it came to doing stuff in school, I was someone who would wait pretty close to the deadline. Let's just say that. And having that clock moving closer and closer really lit a fire under my ass and let me get the stuff done a lot faster. Missy, you scared me with that strawberry. This is gonna be the new thing now. The strawberry fear. The strawberry panic. Wasn't there's some historical event too that happened where people weren't afraid of them, but what was it again? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? This is gonna sound really weird, but there was like a question about it on the Persona 5 test that you had to take. And I think that's where I learned about it. It was some sort of panic, and it involved some vegetable or fruit or something. If any of you remember, please comment it. I'm gonna have to look it up a little later. Also, I'm gonna take the final bite of my croissant now. I feel so bad for anybody that's just joining the stream. I'm sorry, I had to eat. I watch it very thoroughly though. Alright. Let me go put that away really quick. And by away I mean on my bed. Not the whole croissant, but the plate, you know. Because obviously I'm not that crazy. I wouldn't do that. Ugh, God, like crumbs in your bed is the worst feeling. Are there any things that you guys are really particular about when it comes to your bed? I know for me, I like to have the blankets totally tucked in. I like to tuck them pretty far underneath the mattress, because whenever they're lifted up, it kind of makes me mad. I like to feel totally secure, you know. I also like to have pretty heavy blankets on my bed as well. The only fruit-based panic I could think of would be tomatoes, because people thought that they were toxic, but in reality, it just absorbed the lead from the lead plates they used to use back then. Huh. That's not what I was talking about, but that's really interesting. Let me look that up. Tomato lead. Huh. Why the tomato was the most feared in Europe for more than 200 years. Huh. A nickname for the fruit was the poison apple because it was thought that aristocrats got sick and died after eating them. But the truth of the matter was that wealthy Europeans used pewter plates, which were high in lead content. Because tomatoes are so high in acidity, when placed above this particular tableware, the fruit would leach lead from the plate, resulting in many deaths from lead poisoning. Huh. That's really interesting. That's really cool. Yeah. I'm not afraid of tomatoes, but I'm not a huge fan of them either. I wonder if they, like, changed color or something. Like, if they looked different. That would be kind of scary, though. Like, I know if I was a person back then, like, I would not be messing with a tomato. After hearing about that, like, you know, so-and-so ate a tomato and died? What could be the connection there? Tomatoes also look kind of similar to strawberries in a way. I mean, they're both red. You like potatoes, excuse me. Tomatoes. I like potatoes more than tomatoes because potatoes start with po, and that's like me. No, I do like tomatoes though. I do. I just don't like them in their full form. I like it when they're crushed and made into sauce. I don't want to eat a tomato like it's an apple. Okay, I don't want to do that. I like the subtle flavor of the tomato. Too much of it, and I'm not wanting it. Yeah, I used to really not like potatoes, though. I know. Shocking. It's okay, though. I like them now. I'll let you know. But my main experience with potatoes when I was younger was mashed potatoes and french fries. So for a while, I just assumed that I didn't really like potatoes that much because I was not a huge french fry girl. I mean, I didn't hate them, but They weren't good for you. They didn't taste that good in my opinion. And it's not as though I was getting like super high quality fries. I mean, they were like from some random fast food place, so they never really appealed to me that much. And mashed potatoes are okay, but they aren't particularly exciting, you know? They're like, mashed potatoes, yummy. I mean, unless it has something mixed in it, but like on their own, they are not the most exciting food. Let's just say that. They're not the best. You were eating one as an apple just before coming to the stream. Lena! What? Oh my god. You're crazy. Oh my god, mangoes. Mangoes are the best. Mangoes are definitely one of my favorite fruits. When it comes to ice cream, yeah, ice cream, sorbet, yogurt, all that stuff. Mango is usually my #1 flavor. Yes. It's just one of the best ones. I think it's pretty difficult to get mango wrong. The only reason why it doesn't always taste amazing is just because it's kind of older one, you know? Homegrown tomatoes are the best. I've had like, I think my mom had like a little mini cherry tomato farm, and I actually think I prefer the cherry tomatoes to regular tomatoes, like when it comes to not having them in sauce, because they're smaller, and I think the flavor might be a little bit different. Your sister developed a mango allergy. Oh, and she loves mangoes. That's so sad. Oh, that reminds me of myself. Why did I have to become allergic to so many things I love? It's so sad. I became allergic to cats and dogs. Not that allergic, but like a little bit. I don't know if I'm still allergic right now, but in 2020, when everybody was dealing with like the beginnings of COVID and stuff like that, I was dealing with my own thing of becoming allergic to literally everything. It was so frustrating. I was so itchy all the time. It was not fun. Yeah, I was super duper mega itchy. Oof. I was like, what could be causing it? I've had dogs and cats my whole life. Turned out to be them. But I don't know, I might have also been allergic to some other things as well. I know I'm allergic to cockroaches for sure. Yeah. That makes sense though, because they're gross. Yeah, I'm actually kind of afraid of the cockroaches. Like, obviously, I think for most people, cockroaches inspire disgust primarily, but like for me, they inspire fear. Those things are huge. They're so big. They're literally like, what is it called again? You know, like the dollar coin in the United States? They're like the size of 2 of those. I'm trying to use that as a metric, but they're probably more like just 2 inches or something. Yeah. Ugh. Scary. Yeah. Ugh. And then I hear about them flying on people. The ones I've had have never, like, flown at me, but if that happened, I would probably faint. Probably, like, fall down and break my head or something out of shock. Ugh. Be so scary. You're allergic to avocados. Also, hello, Spooky. Hello, Spooky. What do you call it when mangoes are sold out? What do you call them? I'll wait for the punchline. You have hay fever or hayden fever? I don't know if my allergies are dust and weather change. Yeah. When it comes to dust and stuff like that, I also get really allergic. It's so bad when your skin is like hypersensitive, because right now it's not hypersensitive, but like in the past, during 2020, it was mega sensitive. Like if something, like even a hair on my face, from like the hair on my head would touch my face, it would make me feel so itchy. It was so frustrating. Sold out mangoes equal mangon. That one, I think that one works better as a text written joke than like a one that you say out loud. Or mangon, mangoes, mangon. Oh, Shit. Okay, wait. That actually does make more sense. I see. I heard all cockroaches can fly, just only the few get the knowledge of that. Please, Leah, stop. Don't say that. Don't say that. Come on, man. You're just gonna make me even more scared. I don't know if that's true or not. I think that they can more like, I mean, they do fly, but I think it's like from very short distances. Like they can't do it super far, but that's still scary though. Yeah, and apparently they can hold their breath for a really long time too. So they'll be like hiding in the drains. Ugh. God. Could you imagine one day you realize that you can just fly? That'd be kind of nice, but also scary. I feel like if I was flying up in the sky, I'd be pretty nervous. Like, what if I mess up and I run into something? If you ever see a moth, give the moth an orange because it's me. Alright, Gwimes. I'll take you up on that. Maybe. If it's a cute moth. There are some moths that I'm not a huge fan of, like the ones that eat my freaking clothes. Stop it! Those are mine! Those are not food! Those are for me! But there are some moths that are pretty chill as well. I remember I was talking about it earlier, I think, in the Pomodachi server for like a very brief amount of time, but skippers. They're sort of like a combination between a butterfly and a moth. And they're one of my favorite insects, actually. I think they're super duper cute. Let me get a picture of them really quick. Butterfly. Excuse me. Sorry, I've been a little sneezy today. It's probably my allergies. That or maybe I'm just a little bit sick. I don't know. Let me just get this copy and replace. There we go. Oh. This happened the last time I showed the picture of the skipper, didn't it? Where it was just super duper big on the screen. Look at that little guy. So cute. I love him. There are a lot of them in my area. There are a lot just around the world in general, but the cool thing is that they change a lot depending on the environment that they're in. Like, they look super duper different from one another. My father got a moth stuck in his ear once. Please. Goddamn, Leah. You're trying to get me new fears now. Now I'm gonna be like, oh god, what if I get one of those stuck in my ears? That reminds me though, I did see a video of some person that got a cockroach stuck in their ear and they had to get it taken out. No. Yeah, that's really scary though. How did it didn't go too deep in his ear, right? Yeah, one of the most traumatizing moments in television, or in reality television for me, was during Survivor, when some girl got like a worm type thing. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was like some sort of creature stuck in her ear. Like it was going down in her ear and like banging on her eardrum like, hello. Oh god. So scary. At least it wasn't a centipede. I mean, maybe a centipede would be better because at least they're long, so maybe you could just pull it out. No. Yeah. That's one of the things that's stopping me from going to Australia, though, is that they have really scary bugs. Really, really scary ones. Stairs in doctor shows, especially the untold emergency room stories. Yeah, some of those could be so wild. Luckily for me, I didn't go to the emergency room for this, but I have something sort of in the realm of that. But basically, I was going to a cruise, and there was an escalator, right? And this is something that I actually used to do a lot when I was younger, but this time it actually kind of bit me in the butt. Is I would put my shoe almost inside of the little, what is it called again? Like the edge of the escalator, where the first step meets the last step. You know, like the right angle, putting the shoe right in there. So basically, like, I would put my shoe in like that. And this time, though, I might have put it in a little too far. And so I put my Croc in, because I was wearing Crocs, and I still do wear Crocs sometimes. They're very comfy. Yeah, I was wearing my Crocs, put my shoe in, and my dad noticed that something was off for some reason. I don't know. He said that was just like his instinct or whatever, and he lifted me up out of my shoe, and it literally moments, like less than a half a second, like probably 0.1 seconds afterward or something, my shoe was torn into pieces. It's like, that would have been my foot. That could have been my foot. They wanted, the escalator wanted to eat my toesies. Yeah. I'm really glad that I didn't have to go to the emergency room for that. Another kind of funny thing that happened to me too was I really liked and liked eating the gummy bear vitamins. And so I would just snack on them, you know, like, yummy, eating my gummy bears. And then my mom, like, walked up to me and noticed that a bunch of them were missing. And she was like, "Did you eat these?" And then I said, "Yeah." And then she said, "Oh," she was like crying. And she was like, "You're gonna die, baby." Or at least that's what it felt like to me. Like, she was so scared. She didn't tell me I was gonna die, but like, she was acting like I might die, you know? So I was crying too, and she was calling up the poison control, asking what to do. They're like, she ate the gummy bears. Oh, what do we do? And then I said, she'll just pee it out. She'll probably be okay, but she can throw it up. And it's like, meanwhile, you know, I've already thrown up from the gummy bears because I made myself throw them up at that point because I was scared I was going to be poisoned. She was afraid you'd grow too strong. True. She knew if I had too many gummy bears that I'd be too powerful. that I'd be stronger than my own mother. That would be fun though. I do love me some gummy bears though. And also the gummy worms too. I also like the gummy little peach ring thingies as well, though some people I know really find them gross. I don't, though. I like them a lot. They're one of my favorite ones because they're kind of a nice combination between sweet and sour, in my opinion. At least that's what I think. Also, let me take another swig of water. I've been sneezing a lot today, so I need to hydrate myself. Let me read your bug story, Leah. I have a bug story. One day that I had to sleep alone due to healthcare. I was ready to sleep. I look at my roof. Boom, spider. Dad kills it. I go back. Lights off. Boom, roach. Oh no. They were just coming in one after the other. Yeah, for me, the scariest bug experience I have was one time I was lying around in my bed, just chilling, you know, literally not in a lewd way, but like I wasn't wearing very many clothes. I probably would have just gotten out of the shower or something. And then the spider, I see something brown run across my chest super fast. And then I look to the side of me and it's a spider! It was a big wolf spider! Oh god, it was so scary. Yeah, like when you're naked, things become, like, even just small things become, like, 10 times more scary. Like, for me, when I'm fully dressed and I'm going to use the restroom and I see, like, a daddy long legs in the corner, it's like, whatever, that's fine. But when I'm in the shower and I see, like, a daddy long legs on the shower curtain, I freak out. It's kind of crazy how much like context can make something so much more scary. Yeah. The Spooter Fortnite dance. Yeah, the spider just wanted to cop a feel. That was probably what he was doing. But that was the last thing he'd ever feel. I tell you what, I done slapped him. Because in the shower, it's hard to escape. That's true. Ruchia's on the sobbing. Oh my god. The way you wrote that doesn't make any sense. Ruchia on the sobbing on the shower floor. I know what you're talking about, though. There's like a kind of funny green text that somebody made about that. I'm not going to talk about it on the stream, though. If you want to read it, you can read it. But basically, a guy was being very silly. I forgot that they call the long leg spider daddy long legs in English. In Spanish, we call them patonas. I don't know if I said that right. Please let me know. Yeah, daddy long legs is a really weird name. Like, somebody might think it's meant in a kinky way, but it's not. I'm just talking about the spider. When it comes to spiders, maybe the Brazilian wandering spider, otherwise known as the boner death spider. Oh no. I think probably the coolest looking spider that I've personally come across is the Black Widow. They just look badass. Like, I don't know if you guys have Black Widows where you guys are, but I think that they look really cool. Let me get a picture for those of you that have never seen them. They are very scary looking. Like, they frighten me, but in terms of their raw energy, oh, God, that was huge. Once again. Yep, this is what they look like. They have a little hourglass red-shaped thing on their little butt. They're really cool looking, though. I think that they are quite interesting little creatures. Oh yeah, and you said patonas, right? Awesome! Yay! At least it was a spider. Another story, it was night around 12 a.m. Don't ask. It's okay, it's not really that scandalous to be up at that time. I'm up a lot later, many times. I was at the bathroom and I was ready to wash my hands. I saw something brown. A roach. I'm sorry, Leah. Like, your stories, those are just everyday occurrences for me. I see them so often, it's not even funny. Well, okay, I don't want to make it sound like my house is infested with roaches, but my house is infested with roaches. No, it's not that bad, though. I mean, maybe it kind of is, but it's like I'll probably see one cockroach a day. That's not even including the baby ones. Because I don't even totally count the baby ones just because they are not as scary as the adults. Like, and I have, like, you know, my mega ultrasonic hearing. So when I'm in my room, I can tell when there's a cockroach in there with me. And it's just a matter of when they come out to scare me. Because I can hear them sometimes, like, crawling around, you know, with their little cockroach feet. You know, they are not the most graceful of creatures at all. They're kind of loud for an insect. So I'll hear them, like, crawling around and be like, Mom, help me. I can hear a cockroach. And then because I'm too scared, I don't even, like, want to look, like, underneath the bed. Because I don't want it to, like, come right out and jump at me, you know? But I call over my mom. I'm like, Mom, help me. I can hear them. I can hear them moving. Let me see what Nameless is saying. I've had a few times where I went to take a poop and I closed the door, sit down, then realize there's a huntsman on the door like, yo. Yeah, huntsmans. Those are the really, really big spiders, right? Let me look that up. I want to check and see. Huntsman spider. Huh? Wait, these things? These things are huge. Are you talking about the Australian huntsman spider? And you'll just see it chilling? Bing Chiling? This thing? Oh, it's such a tiny picture. Yes, that's the size of the spider, by the way. What the hell? Yeah, one like miniature hobby I used to have though was watching videos of people like vacuuming up the huntsman spiders. Cause it was kind of funny. Like the huntsman would like lunge at them and then they like scream like ah! My sister's cat was once doing something on the corner of my bedroom. When she got close, he was playing with a scorpion. Oh my god. Does your sister's cat have a death wish? I would not mess with one of those things. Scorpions, surprisingly, aren't actually really scary looking in my opinion, but since you know that they're poisonous, they become a lot more scary. Same with snakes. Like, I don't think that snakes look scary. Like, aesthetically, I don't think that they're scary at all. I think they always look really cool, even the intimidating ones. But because you know, or at least for me, because you know that they're poisonous, you become scared of them. Apparently they have to, like, train certain primates. Like, there was this one group that was taking care of a bunch of baby orangutans, and they had to train them to become afraid of snakes because they weren't going to learn it, you know, inside of this, like, enclosed, safe area. But they were going to be released out later. And so they had to train them to be afraid of snakes, and basically what they did is they role-played this snake, like, you know, biting them and making them all scared. The zookeeper, I mean, he was acting like this snake was super scary, and then it was kind of funny, like, the little orangutans were like, ah, ah! Yeah. The school made us fear violinist spiders. I've never heard of those. A teacher told a story of how a girl lost half of the bottom back because a violinist spider wanted to turn the girl into a violinist. Huh? That sounds more like a horror story than anything. No, God, no. Luckily, the ones in the Philippines are a lot smaller, and this is why I will never go to Australia. Okay, yeah. You were talking about, like, that thing just chilling. Like, I don't think that thing will ever be just chilling. That creature, that only has murder on its mind, you know. It will never be just chilling. It wants to kill you. Yeah. I feel like the number one place that always has the most amount of spiders, at least in my experience, is, like, old toy boxes. Because when I was younger and I would open up my box of toys that I hadn't played with for a while, there'd always be, like, a couple of black widows, brown widows just chilling in there. And I don't know why. I don't even know how they survived in there. Like, if there was just some whole bug ecosystem going on inside of my toy box. Yeah. It was always a bit of a, like, potential jump scare when you would open up the toy box. Because you'd always have to, like, check to make sure there were no spiders. Yeah, it's pretty scary. Oh yeah, unrelated, but one thing I was wondering about, have any of you guys ordered the Fumos from Ami Ami? Because they said that they were going to make them, like, to order, so everybody that orders and pays will get a Fumo. And I was like, yes, this is my opportunity to buy a true Fumo. And I ordered, like, 3 of them. But they still haven't emailed me. They haven't sent me anything. It's not right. They know I'd be too powerful with a Fumo. They're trying to keep it away. But yeah, and now they're releasing a new batch of made-to-order Fumos. What about the last one? Where are my Fumos? Where are they? Hello, Sarah Watson. Welcome, welcome. But where's my Fumo? I ordered it. I luckily don't have to pay for it because they only make you pay for it, like, once the order is confirmed. But, like, where's the confirmation? I've been checking my email like crazy. You're Mormon. They said... What's that even mean? You're Mormon. No, I'm not. They said production is gonna be ready by December. Oh. Oh, you probably meant to say you're Mormon. Autocorrect, am I right? A tarantula story from my parents' side. It said that tarantulas are adorable, or I said that tarantulas are adorable and fluffy. My mom confessed that once a tarantula stared at both my mom and dad and then speed ran to them. Oh my god, that's so funny. I like tarantulas though. Tarantulas are cool. They don't really scare me that much. During a birthday party, there was one kid who had a birthday party where he invited some, like, wildlife experts, and they would bring, like, certain exotic animals, you know, like snakes, spiders, scorpions, etc. And one of them brought a tarantula. And they were like, would anybody like to volunteer to put the tarantula on their head? And I volunteered. I was like, I'll do it, because I wanted to show how brave I was. I was a very brave Poneko. But I wasn't actually that scared, because, you know, I was like, there's no way that they would actually put us in danger, right? You know what? I'm going to actually put the tarantula on my head right now. Tarantula. Little guy. Oh, that one's a kind of scary looking one, though. I only like the cute tarantulas, you know? The fluffy ones, like Leah was talking about. Oh. Okay, this guy might be a little too big to put in my head. I'm just gonna escort him out. I'll keep the strawberry on my head. Instead. Typo for moron. My bad. No, you take it back! You meant Mormon! You didn't mean moron! Better not be calling me a moron. I'm the genius cat girl. Don't get to call me that. My family has a story of getting chased by nature. A seagull was grabbing her by the hair, and your mom and dad got chased by a tarantula. My aunt once got chased by a bunch of bees. She made them very angry for some reason. And so she was like running around in a circle trying to lose them. So sad. I wasn't there for it. I only heard about the story secondhand. But yeah. So you're a Mormon then? No, I'm not! You should have said you're Mormon. That would have been better. Okay. Okay, now something different. Once my mom and dad were on a trip. When ready to head back, a spider decided to join the ride, and obviously my parents had to put down the snake. A Chad Poneko versus dumb child's history. New drawing idea. A cute fluffy tarantula eating on the top of a strawberry. Yeah, that would be cute. Some spiders, some tarantulas, they're pretty cute. They are not as scary as people say. Like, I'm much more scared of the huntsman spider. I mean, I know that they look kind of similar, but the huntsman spider isn't fuzzy looking from what I can tell, and also it just looks longer and more spindly. It's scary. It's like the Slender Man of spiders, I guess. Because they're super duper skinny. I wrote spider by accident. I meant a snake. No, that would be kind of cute too. Like, that one jumping spider that people are a big fan of. I don't remember what its name was. But there's like this animated jumping spider that people draw a lot. And they make it look super cute. I had a cockroach run to me. I stomped down on it as hard as I could until my leg felt sore. Oh my god. That thing was pummeled to oblivion. Yeah. That's my weapon of choice too. My shoe. With my foot. I gotta usually do it with my foot because I feel like if I'm holding the flip-flop, then I'll miss or it'll like run away. And that just really scares me a bunch. I don't know. They're such dirty creatures. Jumping spiders are just shy and curious. They're vibing. I I feel differently about that. Because there was a friend that I had who, her house, I don't know, she had a lot of jumping spiders in her backyard. I don't know why, but she just did. And I think that the jumping spiders aren't scary looking, but they're scary in the way that they act. Because they jump. Like, when they say jumping spiders, they're not lying. They will jump up like 2 feet in the air. And when you're like a tiny little person that's like 3 feet tall and a little kid, and you see this spider jumping really close to you, you get scared. Yeah. I don't like the way that they jump. If they were just regular old spiders and they didn't jump, I wouldn't be nearly as afraid of them. Flip-flops are my go-to ranged weapon for roaches. Smart. Smart, smart. You can use it as a projectile really easily. I'm gonna take another sip. I'm sorry, I've been super sneezy and super, like, dry feeling today. I don't know why I imagine the jumping spiders jumping in a circle like a train. That'd be kind of cute, actually. I wouldn't mind that too much. One thing, though, I remember talking about yesterday, actually, with my uncle, was zoomed in faces of insects. They really do look like aliens. Like, Google it up right now. Like, look up a zoomed in flea. They look like something from Alien. Oh, look up their face, I mean. They're scary looking. Look at this thing. I mean, I'm already afraid of I'm really scared and afraid of fleas as is. And them looking like scary aliens up close, it doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. Yeah. I think I think everybody is kind of afraid of fleas, but I think that's maybe my one fear that's exceptionally weird for somebody to be that afraid of them. But my dogs, a long time ago, had this event that I like to call Fleagate. When they came in and they were covered in fleas. And it was so scary. And the thing was, like, it wasn't just them that were covered in fleas. They made us get fleas too. And I was walking around, and then I feel something crawling on my belly, and I look down, and I see a flea crawling nearby my belly button. And after that, I screamed. I was never the same. I was a changed man on that day. Oh, it's smiling for the camera? No! It's being very intimidating. It's a scary thing, okay? Yeah. They look pretty funny, though. Weird looking creatures. I gotta turn on something really quick. Yeah, it does. It does look like an alien. That's what I'm saying. Where's some other ones that look weird, too? There was some sort of creature that I was trying to remember what it was called, but the ants look really funny when they're zoomed in. They look surprisingly almost human, I think. Actually, I'm looking at pictures of ants right now, and I think maybe I was overstating it a bit. They don't look very human. They sort of like they have like a fucked up jaw, though. This guy. Yeah, I might have taken it a little too far calling it a human. On that day, something changed inside Poneko. Exactly, I was never the same. See, I'm afraid of things that are actually scary, like fleas and cockroaches. Other people are afraid of haunted strawberries. Woo! Somebody watching this without context would have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god, though. Does anybody remember strawberry shortcake? I loved playing with strawberry shortcakes when I was younger. They were so cute. It's a little, toy line, for those of you that don't know. Let me get a picture of it. But it was a toy line meant for girls to play with. It was sort of like a doll. Let me get some photos of the dolls. But the thing that was interesting about them is that they made them smell like strawberries. So they were like scented, you know? These are the ones that I liked, which it's like a bit of an e-girl design in a way. Truly ahead of its time. Oh, strawberry shortcake. I remember the scent toys. I love them a lot. I know that kind of stuff was so much fun. Yeah. It's kind of sad now because I think a lot of kids that are really young don't really play with toys anymore. They usually play with like their iPad or something, and it kind of depresses me. I feel like it's probably not great for their development in a lot of ways because they aren't getting to role play or imagine things as much because it's like all right in front of them. I feel like I'm talking like some boomer when I say that, but I really do think that it probably is not the best thing for them. It's a bit excessive. In Spanish, they named her Rosita Fresita, so it took me a moment to understand what you mean. Oh, that's so cute. That's actually a cuter name than Strawberry Shortcake, I think. Rosita Fresita. That's so cute. The only Strawberry Shortcake I know are the food and not the toys. The food is also very good. I do love me some cake. Rosita Fresita means tiny pink strawberry. The ita part is just to mean something small. Aww, that's so cute. Yeah, her name in English is Strawberry Shortcake. I'm surprised you were able to tell immediately, though, because I hadn't even put the picture up on the screen yet. But when it comes to fears and stuff like that, horror movies, they don't particularly scare me, but it's more like I get uncomfortable watching them. Also, oh no, I have a sneeze in me. Excuse me. Yeah. Like, when it comes to jump scares and stuff like that, like, obviously they surprise you and they scare you in a sense, but they aren't really scary because they aren't realistic. I feel like psychological horror is so much better because you always think that could happen to me. Also, I moved the strawberry to make it like a clip in my hair. Yeah, like, that could happen to me. And that sort of thought is actually scary, rather than like, ooh, demons and ghosts, you know, that sort of stuff. Personally, I don't believe in ghosts or demons or anything like that. I feel like that stuff is kind of silly. I think it could be pretty fun, but yeah, that's my thought on it. It just doesn't scare me because it's like, that would never happen. That couldn't happen. I think McDonald's used to sell some toys too of Strawberry Shortcake. Yeah, they did. They sold a lot of children's toys. I was actually watching this video today about Robin Williams and his working on Aladdin. And that was actually apparently the very beginning of when animated films started to like really cash in on celebrity actors. Like in the past, it was something sort of like anime where they would have mainly character actors doing it. But during that time, he really popularized that. Not on purpose, though, because he actually didn't want that to happen. He explicitly told Disney, I don't want my name anywhere on this. Well, not anywhere, but he said, please don't use my name too much for advertising purposes. Like, he doesn't want to be featured in more than 25% of the advertising for the movie Aladdin. And his requests were, they said that they would agree, but they lied and they just did it anyways. And he also said that he didn't want to have any merchandise made of him. And I think you guys probably know there's a lot of merchandise of the genie. And the last straw was them making a genie toy at McDonald's, I think it was. That was the thing that he said to not do. He said, I don't want my character to be in fast food toys and stuff like that. My house seems to get haunted every other Tuesday. What's going on Tuesdays, huh, Lucas? You got something you want to say? Most Western horror relies too much on jump scares. Yeah. Horror movies are more like desperation movies. Or de-separation movies. What's a de-separation movie? Maybe you meant something else, or maybe I'm just silly. But yeah, I prefer psychological horror a lot more for that reason. It is my favorite genre, I would say, of all of the different anime, movie, etc. I really like suspense. I mean, even though it's not technically a horror, something like Breaking Bad is kind of scary in a way. Like, it keeps you on the edge of your seat. And that's what I like more than, like, screaming or something. Or, oh, jump scare. With that being said, though, one thing that I do think is kind of fun, even though it relies really heavily on jump scares, are haunted houses. Not to say that I love them or that I would always want to go to a haunted house, but I feel like it's a pretty interesting experience because it's like a truly 3D horror movie brought to life, you know? And it's scary because they have actors that will come out and sometimes literally touch you, you know? And they'll be wearing like a bunch of like scary makeup and all of that. I've gone to one that I really like. It's pretty fun. It's a good time. I don't think it would ever be fun to go by yourself. Like, that would just not be a good time. Though, I do think that if you're going with a group, that would be something that would be quite enjoyable. Also, I need to use the restroom really quick, so I'm going to be right back. I will be back in just a little second, so don't be going anywhere, alright? Or the strawberry will come for you. Ooh. I'll be back. 1 second. I'm back! Also, wait a second. Somebody eating my strawberry? I know none of you guys would be eating my strawberry, right? It's supposed to be a fashion accessory. You know? It's my way of expressing myself. You wouldn't be so cruel as to eat something like that, right? Something so meaningful and important? Nah, I know you guys did it. One of you. One of you did it. Also, hello, Guantanamo. Hey, Poneko, are you interested in doing more collabs in the future? I would say so. I really quite do like doing collabs. The only problem for me regarding collabs is that sometimes I have a little bit of difficulties concentrating on interacting with both chat and the person that I'm talking to. So it sort of becomes more of a viewing experience rather than like right now where we're talking a little bit back and forth, even though I know I'm doing the majority of the talking. But I do like collabs a lot. I actually had a kind of fun idea for a collab recently where I think a cook-off would be really fun. Like a cooking competition between all of the Funa family. I don't know exactly how we would do that. We could probably only do it with like Funa family members that are local or something, and that would be like willing to actually come out in real life. But I think it'd be funny to have like a cooking competition, you know? I bet I would win. Maybe I'd do something with like that with Uni if she wanted to. We could have the great cook-off. Invite Reina as well. Make something. You guys would try my cooking, right? Right? It's pretty good though. I think I'm a decent cook, you know? Pretty much the #1 requirement for cooking is just being able to follow goddamn directions. Same with baking too. Like, if you just do what it says to do, it will turn out fine. You just need to follow the directions and then it should taste good. Like, regarding making your own changes to the recipe, that can go either way, but if you follow the recipe and if it's a good recipe, then it should taste yummy, you know? If they didn't want me to eat the plastic strawberry, then they should have made it smell so delicious. Feed me? No! This is mine! This is my prized possession. The giant strawberry. Oh my god, you know what hits different though? Those strawberries that you get on the side of the road with those people having the stalls open. Oh my god. They're so much better than the stuff that you get at the store. Same with farmers markets and stuff like that. Like, they're so expensive. They really do charge a premium for that. But they're so good. I'm addicted. I can't help it. I'm addicted to eating fancy strawberries. At least I'm not addicted to eating those really expensive Japanese like grape things, because all my money will be gone super fast if I like those. See Solomon from Obey Me. I'm pretending not to see the chaotic soup that the character does. What do you mean? Chaotic soup. You're talking like the Soupland guy. Yeah. They're pretty expensive. Japan has some really crazy expensive fruits. I would really like to try them because I'm kind of a fruit aficionado, if you know what I mean. You know, I'm a bit of a connoisseur myself when it comes to fruit, because I eat it almost every morning for breakfast. Though I haven't been as much recently because I've been mega lazy and haven't been wanting to cut up the fruit. But I do usually, though. I really like eating fruit for breakfast. And I think it would be interesting to try, like, the super mega expensive Japanese fruit. I doubt that it's worth the price, but it sounds like kind of fun. Leah, my eye saw Solomon as salmon. Salmon is good, though. You guys better not ever knock on salmon. Salmon is one of the best fish. It's also one of the most aesthetic fish, if you think about it. I mean, that pink color. Come on. It's so gorgeous. Yeah, I am a salmon fan. It's also super easy to cook, too. The only downside of salmon is that it's quite expensive. Also, I'm going to change this song really quick, because I sometimes like to listen to music when I'm doing my streams. Not when I'm doing my streams, because I don't usually listen to music when I'm playing. But I do like to listen to it like really, really quietly when I'm doing streams like this. You love salmon, same with tilapia and cod. Yeah, there are a lot of really good fishes out there. There we go. Oh wait, no, this is the same one I was listening to earlier. Oops. I'm putting on my bossa nova music right now, because it's very chill, you know? But I don't usually like to listen to music unless I'm singing it, if that makes sense. Because I like to sing a lot, or if it's a song that I want to learn how to sing. Mainly because it can be a bit distracting. I mean, actually, that's wrong. I do like listening to music by myself, but I don't like listening to music when I'm talking with other people, or even when I'm in the car with somebody else, because I would rather like focus completely on talking with them rather than like listening to the song super loud. Same when I'm playing video games with other people, I also don't like to play the music. But when I am by myself, I do listen to it quite a bit. So my first statement was sort of a bit of a misunderstanding, I guess. Oh yeah, something I wanted to bring to your attention if you haven't heard of it before. There are Junko and SpongeBob Nendoroids coming out super duper soon on Good Smile. And I had to let you guys know, because I know if I hadn't found out about it, but I found about it later, I would have been pissed. So, you guys have got to order them now, but not before me though, because I need to get it first. I need to get the first batch. But they're so cute. I can't believe that some people like actually seriously compare Funko Pops to Nendoroids. Like you're gonna compare that little gremlin to my literal baby? That creature? I don't even think it deserves to be called a creature. Ugh. It's like comparing a maggot to a butterfly. Like, that is how much difference there is between a Funko Pop and a Nendoroid. Funkos are kind of nasty. I mean, on their own, they aren't so bad, but compared to Nendoroids, like, they are lacking. And a lot of times they can be just as expensive, if not more so, than Nendoroids. Like, ugh. The only benefit of them is that they make Funkos of pretty much everything. Whereas the Nendoroids, you know, they could be a little bit far and few between, you know? Yeah, I like to keep all my figurines, though, in like a nice little glass case. But some of my friends think that looks like an old lady case. Like a place where an old lady would keep all of her fine china or porcelain. That's what they always say to me. It's so wrong. But am I gonna become like that crazy old lady with all the porcelain, except for the porcelain or figurines? Maybe. I'm okay with it though. The figurines, they keep me company. The first Nendoroid that came out was the Neko Arc one, so that makes them better at everything even from the beginning. I know! That's so crazy. I remember when the Nendoroid for Neko Arc, I don't remember when it came out, but I remember finding out about it because I was a fan of Nendoroids like pretty early on. Like some people wouldn't call it that early on, but like this is the first Nendoroid that I ever got. Let me get a picture of it really quick. It was of Yuki from, wait, was her name Yuki? Yeah, it was. It was this one. And the Nendoroids back then, they were not built cheaply by any means, but they were built fragile. And its neck broke. And so I just had a headless Nendoroid for a period of time. It was so sad. But technically, technically, while this was my first Nendoroid, my first ever Nendoroid-esque thing was the mini Nendoroids that they used to have of Miku and the whole Vocaloid gang. And it was kind of cool. It was sort of like a gacha back in the day when they weren't quite as popular, where you would get a Nendoroid and it would have like a random one inside. And this is the group of them. I feel so lame for saying this, but like I was pretty young, so maybe it can be excused. I remember I got a Nendoroid Petite that I didn't like, and I was like, I kind of cried. I was like, wah. Oh god, it's so embarrassing. I usually wasn't that big of a crybaby, but that was something that happened. I don't think I still have them though. But they were called Nendoroid Petites. They actually aren't that expensive right now. I also got a new set of Petite Nendoroids recently from the Idolmaster franchise. Because for me, while I'm not a huge fan of the games since I haven't played them yet, I do really like the Idolmaster music. Oh, I think I had a Miku one. My cousin broke her neck. Oh no, Leah. I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, several of the Nendoroids I've had have broken their necks. Mainly in the past though, because they were made like less structurally secure in the past, but they've become a lot better now than they used to be. Anyways, I've had a lot of fun talking about Nendoroids and strawberries and fears, etc. with you guys, but I am going to have to head on out. My uncle, as you guys might know, is in town, and they just got home, so I want to go say hello to them. So, I will be seeing you guys later. Thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow. Let me check and see. Let me check my schedule real quick. Yeah, I'll be playing Arknights tomorrow. So, at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, do not miss it. I hope that you guys had a fun time. I know I had a great time talking with you guys, but I gotta go say hello to my uncle and also get over my allergies because I feel so sneezy. I'm just holding it in the whole time. I probably sound kind of nasally even. But I hope that you guys had fun. I'll see you guys next time. And remember, Pomodachi Pride! Goodbye, everybody. I will see you again later. Bye-bye.